I first became aware of aortic dissections when I was 49, and I was diagnosed with a thoracic aortic aneurysm, and it was totally by chance. And it was really scary because then I lived every single day after that just worrying, am I going to have a dissection? It was just, the only thing I can say, it was just fear.
Everyone's story is different. Everyone has a different condition or something that happened, but it's so relatable.
There's physical aspects that go with this program and process and disease, and there's also a mental side, and they're different.
Why me? Is this a short-term thing? Am I going to live tomorrow? Is this coming back? Yeah, there's a lot of, it takes a big toll.
Aortic dissection affects other people than just yourself. It affects family members, and very much affected my daughter and my brother and my sister, my parents.
I was scared to go just even for a walk. I thought something's going to happen again. So I was scared for 2 years to do really much of anything until the point I literally broke.
One of the things that I used to hear often from people when I talked to them was they felt so alone. No one understood what they'd been through, and they were starving for information and starving to talk with people who understood.
I wanted all the information, and nobody could give it to me when I went through it. Nobody I knew knew what was going on with my husband. Even the doctors were not sure what his disease was, and it was terrifying.
When you go to the emergency room or wherever you go, your primary care, they may not be doing the A, B's, and C's. They may do the A, B, but forget the last one. And I believe that the medical field should be listening to you.
Doctors are normally taught is when you hear hoof prints behind you, don't expect a zebra. Because of that, there's not a big support group in the medical field and the non-medical field because people don't know what they don't know.
You really have to be an advocate for yourself, and the John Ritter Foundation, I think, is very much here for you to help with that. I wanted to make a difference. I needed to have purpose, and something good come out of losing Jeff.
I have met so many people because of this, and I have learned so much about myself and about my husband that I didn't even think was possible, and the impact that he had on other people.
As hard as it is to talk about what happened with my husband, I just think it's rewarding to be able to help someone else, to help them navigate the scariness of aortic dissections, and then their children, to let them know that their children can get through it.
I think that building a really strong community is very important because they're going to be there to lift you up when you're at your lowest lows, and then that community can then do even more advocacy than you ever could by yourself.
To have 20 people come together to support those with aortic disease and to come up with solutions, I think is amazing. So I think through losing Connor, I've said often that my heart can be broken and full at the same time. And so being with this community definitely does that.
To have an organization that understands to put the word out, and I was invited to be a part of it, I definitely couldn't turn it away.
You'll find more empathy in this group of people than you will anywhere else that you talk about your journey. So take advantage of that. And if there are other, not just the Ritter Foundation, but there are other organizations or local groups that are doing the same thing, jump in there with them.
I love my job. I love being a wife. I love being a mom. But now that I have this, it is such a passion, and it's all I think about, all I talk about, and anything I can do to help somebody and help get the word out there, that's what I want to do.
If you're going to be an advocate and work with advocates, we'll never give up hope. We're still who we are, but now we're fighters, and hope and change is kind of what we're going for now.
It's important for people to understand that what could be a death sentence doesn't have to be.
There have been many great breakthroughs in surgery, many great breakthroughs with research. Treatment outcomes are better, patient outcomes are better, survivability is better, and you have people to help you.
Life is precious, and every minute that we can be out there making a difference in people's lives, in our children's lives, in our families, then
we're doing what we're supposed to do here on this earth.